The hallmark of any good leader is a quality of followers that he or she is able to produce, as well as a replacement for him or her in time of departure. Now, what is it that I want to look at today? I want to look at today the destruction of the People's National Party as a result of the prolonged stay of Mr. Percival James Patterson and the fact that he was not able to build a cadre of leaders to replace him. And today, what Mr. Mark Golden is displaying is just that: poor guidance from your elders. Now, when Mr. P.J. Patterson stayed in the office of Prime Minister for over 18 years, over 19 years, he was not building a cadre of replacement, and that is evident in terms of what happened to Mrs. Portia Simpson Miller, and by extension, the only person in the People's National Party history to have been a leader and not a prime minister, that is Dr. Peter Phillips. Now, when Mr. Patterson was there as prime minister, he prolonged his stay. And one of the beautiful things about power is that you can be corrupted by it. And I clearly think that that's what happened to Mr. Patterson, in the sense that he enjoyed the power, the privilege, and the pageantry of his office so much so that he did not think of a replacement of him. And currently, the People's National Party is struggling in terms of leadership. The current leader of the People's National Party is someone who is not attractive to the people. It is not within the charisma of a leader and is not seen by the general populace as a good leader. Now, when one takes that into consideration within the context of democracy, all parties, all political parties in the world require a good opposition, and that the good opposition that allows them to actually be the best that they can be. And currently, the fallacies that are actually exhibiting by Mr. Andrew Holness is as a result of the travesty in leadership displayed by none other than Mr. Golden. Now, Mr. Golden is not seen within the context of the wider populace as a leader, and as a result, he's not attractive to the average persons. Although Mr. Holness is doing a plethora of mishaps, he is still seems to be, or interpreted by many people within the context of research, that he's a good leader, although he's doing what he's doing. And that's the irony of what is happening. Now, if there were a good, vibrant opposition, clearly Mr. Andrew Holness would not have been making the number of errors that he has been making over the past months and years. And that I'm not drawing away from what is happening in the People's National Party. I'm just saying to you that what is happening in the Jamaica Labour Party in terms of the mismanagement of the country is totally as a result of the low performing opposition that there is. Now, if it is that Mr. Patterson was a visionary leader, he would have trained, as I said before, a cadre of persons to replace him. Mr. Patterson did not. The first person to replace Mr. Patterson was Mrs. Portia Simpson Miller, who did not last for long. Whatever the reasons are, she did not last for long. The second person who replaced Mr. Patterson is none other than Dr. Peter Phillips. He did not stay there for long either. And as a matter of fact, he's the only leader of the People's National Party in its modern history who was not a prime minister. Then he was replaced by none other than Mr. Mark Golden. Mr. Mark Golden is not seen by the Jamaican people for some unknown reason as that vibrant, energetic, charismatic, forthright, decisive leader. And as a result, there are many challenges that he's actually facing. Will he be the next person to lead the People's National Party in its recent history and not be a prime minister? And that is an indictment on the People's National Party. When one looks at what is actually currently going on in terms of the political space, in terms of Jamaica, there are many errors that are clearly displayed by Mr. Andrew Holness and his party. But where is the People's National Party in all of this? In many cases, silent. Where's leadership from the People's National Party through the person of Mr. Mark Golding? Mr. Golding, you are not seen in Jamaica's space as that person that is attractive to the people of Jamaica within the current state of Mr. Andrew Holness. Mr. Andrew Holness' leadership is downright a failure. Mr. Golding, you're handing Andrew Holness on a platter further rulership and leadership of the Jamaican people at this level of incompetence. I'm requesting and I'm forwarding that what Mr. Golding should do is to rebrand yourself, because currently the brand that you are displaying is not sought after by many people in Jamaica. Leadership is required today in Jamaica, and you are not providing the people of Jamaica with an alternative leadership. And all of that I'm ascribing to Mr. Patterson's inability to be an effective leader. If he were an effective leader, he would have trained, number one, his followers, and number two, have good replacements. Ladies and gentlemen, those are my views. What are yours? I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment so we can have a discussion on the matter.